We've sailed from London overnight and woken up this morning to the spectacular views of the White Cliffs of Dover. Seeing them from the water is a wonderful sight, and our destination is the historic English medieval town of Canterbury. The cathedral in Canterbury is a major reason people flock to this region today, but Dover's history dates right back to the Bronze Age, although there's a good body of evidence that suggests people have been here since the Stone Age. Located in Kent, its chalk white cliffs are the first thing many a visitor to Britain see. It's been a focus for seafarers leaving and entering for thousands of years. The walk along these cliffs isn't just about absorbing this spectacular landscape, those amazing white cliffs of Dover, and the wildlife you'll find as you go along. It's also about history, and just a little bit further up is Dover Castle. Now, it's the largest medieval remains here in Great Britain, and it's spectacular. It's something you've got to check out. In the middle of it, there is a lighthouse. It's still the largest Roman structure remaining in Great Britain today. All things you've got to check out as you explore Dover. Our journey continues and takes us to Canterbury, allowing our Viking explorers to spend time wandering the magnificent Canterbury Cathedral. The cathedral and ruins of the St Augustine Abbey and the cathedral are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. First evidence of any kind of church on this site goes back to 597, when a monk was sent across to convert the Anglo-Saxons to Christianity. Now, this stood here until the 9th century, when a building was built that unfortunately burnt down. In the 11th and 12th century, this spectacular structure we see today with its Norman influences was built. And take a look at the stained glass windows. They are absolutely superb. Again, many of them dating right back to that 12th and 13th century. There have been 105 archbishops here since inception, and there are many prominent people either buried in tombs or recognised through memorials, such as Thomas Becket, who was slain here and later made a saint, and King Henry IV, to name just a few. The symbolism here, as you observe the level of detail in the building, will leave you feeling like the fictionary character Robert Langdon from the Dan Brown books, wondering about the mysteries and the stories from days gone by. The excursion today extends to travelling from Canterbury to the nearby Leeds Castle, a 45-minute journey by road. This castle has a fascinating history. From the bus, we're taken a short ride on a gorgeous little train through the grounds, which is spectacular. And our Viking guide walks us through the centuries of history contained within these walls. Situated on a raised island in the middle of a lake and set on 500 acres of beautiful grounds and parkland, Leeds Castle is the oldest and most romantic castle in England. It was customary in the day for a king to present his queen with a dowry, and King Henry VIII chose this for his first wife, Catherine. Not bad in anyone's eyes, I'd say. Marina, this is a very special castle, isn't it?
It certainly is. It's an ancient castle. This year, we are actually celebrating our 900th anniversary.
Wow.
Where we're standing is the oldest part of the castle, which was built by the Normans in 1190. Henry VIII, of course, owned many palaces. This was just one castle among many. He probably owned over 50. He came here on his way to a big tournament in France to celebrate peace between England and France, called the Field of Cloth of Gold. And we have wonderful records of his stay. And he came here with his first wife, Catherine of Aragon. The whole top floor was built especially for Catherine and her entourage, so her original bedchamber would have been above us.
Lady Bailey bought the castle in 1925, and in the 1930s, she redesigned the glamorous interiors of the upstairs floors, and that can still be seen today. This romantic castle is worth a visit, and it's the furthest point of our Viking excursion today.